Hi and welcome to today's video. I am in the process of going through decision making, I guess, about buying a car. And there's many different kind of voices coming into my head about that, and also different cars that I've been interacting with and feeling out, I guess you could say. And I'm in a state of confusion. So I thought I would channel for myself and see what comes through about this car decision making process. Maybe there will be something that will illuminate and make it more clear. Just for the heck of it, I thought I would share it with you, and maybe something will come through that will be for you as well. So we'll see. So this is an energetic transmission that can be a revelation, it can be information, it can be an activation, it can provide the opportunity for transformation, and then eventually integration with your devotion. So you can be open on all of those levels as you receive. And this is from the Council of Light. So they offer really healing transmissions as well. So my question is, what do I need to know about the process of buying a new car for myself? Do not mistake this experience of buying a car for a mundane, trivial experience or transaction. It is not. It is foundational to your well-being on many levels. It's foundational to your feeling of support and your confidence in your ability to move around, to go where you need to go, to be safe, to be viably able to participate in all aspects of life. There's a feeling as you enter your car of substance, of well-being, of support that matters. And the way that the car feels to you, the way that you perceive the car, the objective reliability and how well the car is built and maintained, all of that factors into your feeling relative to the car. Just as you want to maintain the well-being of your body as a physical mechanism, you also want to maintain and be in a car that is well maintained in its physical mechanism. So in many ways, a car can be a metaphor of your own physical well-being. And you deserve a well-being. You deserve a well vessel, a vehicle of wellness, a well vehicle. So my question is it worth it to pay more to get a vehicle that has the interior that I like and that's a little bit newer? Absolutely yes, it's worth it to pay more to get a interior you like. And if necessary, to buy the newer vehicle. The importance of the vehicle is not necessarily the newness, but the well-being of the vehicle. And if you can find a vehicle who is some years old and is still humming with joy, with being well maintained, with having being well serviced and attended to and well loved and cared for, and that is working well, that is humming joyously, then it may not be necessary to pay more to have a vehicle that's perfectly working well. All vehicles will require maintenance over time. That is a fact of a vehicle. They require maintenance. They're machines. However, so the newness doesn't always mean that it's or how old a vehicle is doesn't mean it's always not in as good condition. There can be vehicles that are older or have more miles that are still perfectly viable and happy. So that's more what you want to be looking for, is something that's viable and happy, that you feel really good in. But when you imagine yourself in a vehicle that has the black interior, for example, instead of the beige interior, you immediately don't feel very good. You don't feel as excited. It's an immediate compromise, a feeling of having not gotten what you really wanted. It's a bit of a letdown. And that feeling will also carry through every time you drive that car. There is an intangible payoff to having a feeling of, I love this car. I love being in this car. I love driving this car. I love moving around here and there in this car. I'm so grateful for this car. I can't believe that I get to be the one who drives this car. This is such a blessing. This is exactly where I want to be. I am in harmony with this car. This car is in harmony with me. We are in relationship. You are in relationship with your car far more than many of the other objects in your life. So there's a connection with your car. And when you choose a car that's not really a match for you, and it doesn't harmonize inside of you with such a feeling of joy and expansion and well-being, you've done a disservice for yourself. You haven't valued yourself enough. So what about if the car that you want seems like it's more expensive than what you want to pay? You've already had this experience where you discovered you were looking for a car in Mexico, and you had a price range in mind, and you found the car that immediately you knew in your body that you absolutely loved. It was such a yes for you. It was a beautiful white Toyota RAV4 or RAV4, as they say in Mexico, and it had a nice amount of kilometers. It was in wonderful condition. It was so beautiful, and it was more than what you had imagined spending, but you immediately felt a recognition of how beautiful and wonderful it was, and you expanded yourself to open to receive such a beautiful vehicle. And you remember now that it was challenging at the time to open up to that value. It felt a little bit selfish. It felt a little bit going beyond. It was out of your comfort zone. You felt a little bit spoiled, allowing yourself to go ahead and buy that car. And yet the moment that you bought that car, there was never a single moment of regret about it. You absolutely loved that car, and you shared with that car so many adventures and incredible moments that you will never forget, and you are replaying them in your mind right now. There's a flood of memories of that car and all of the experiences that you had because you had that car. If you had had another car that wasn't quite so harmonious with who you are, you would not have been inspired to do those big, huge road trips. You wouldn't have felt so safe on some of the wild adventures that you did. You wouldn't have been able to access some of the places that you went with confidence and ease. You wouldn't have been as safe in moments where you were a little bit endangered. So that car brought you so much in life experience that is beyond measure in value. The car that you give yourself enables opportunities and yeses in your future. So it's very important that the car is a yes in your body when you buy it, because the moment of yes in your body leads to many, many, many more yes moments. So you want to have a yes car. It's so beautiful to give yourself a car that you love and to feel such joy the moment of purchase. And you already know this, and you already feel this, and you are already so grateful for the car that you had. And so yes, it's okay to stretch beyond what feels comfortable in the moment of purchase, so long as it's a real yes. And oftentimes it will be a little bit of a stretch because it's a yes to who you are becoming. So who you are now is saying yes to who you are for the entire time that you're driving that car. So in this moment, you know that you're at a juncture where your earning potential is far less than what it will be in the future. So you're saying yes to the future Karen and where she is at financially. And for her, the amount that you're paying for this car is not substantial. It's not something that she would ever regret. She will be proud of you for having said yes to the yes car, even if it's a bit beyond your current comfort zone. Give yourself a yes car. Give yourself a yes car. Give yourself the car that is a yes in your body. It is important and it does matter. And again, it matters that the car is well. So as you have already experienced just recently, one of your cars, the Toyota Echo, when you bought that car, it had been accidented, and the end of that car was a very large accident, a life-threatening accident that you went through. And so there is a story in the body of the car. The car has been accidented. It contains that accidented energy. So you want to buy a car that's well and to keep the car well. Maintaining a wellness in the car. Caring for the body of your car, just like you care for your own body. If your car has been accidented, care for the car. Just give it your love, give it your tending to it, just like you would if you had injured yourself. Tend to the car, bring it well-being, bring it love. Thank you so much for bringing us this question. And we're excited for you in your new car. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that was super clear. I'm so glad that I did that because it just cleared up a lot of questions I had. I was feeling quite uncomfortable about this car that I did have a yes in my body to. So now I'm thinking I will go look at it. It was out of my comfort zone in terms of the budget, as what I had imagined, but I can see that it's a very beautiful car. I really, really love it. So I'm quite excited to go look at it. Thank you so much to everybody who has been commenting on my last videos. I really love reading your comments. It makes such a difference for me because it brings me the recognition. It's like having a conversation, you know? If you're talking to someone and they don't even respond at all, it doesn't feel that good. And when there is more of a conversation, I always comment back on your comments, and I love to know that you have received the message and how it touched you. So again, thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again soon. I'm going to have a busy next few weeks. I'm getting eye surgery. I'm going to pick my mom up. I'm probably going to buy a car. So I will keep uploading as much as possible. And I look forward to connecting again with you soon. Much love. Bye.